Okay guys, Original Games back after a long hiatus. I just got ran out of the game, so I took a long break. But I'm coming back with a Yosenju deck profile. I'm just going to get right into it and not screw around, I guess. It's been a while since I did one of these, so if I mess up a little bit, I'm sorry. Alright, what do we got here? We got, of course, the three Yosenju Kama 1s. Yosenju Kama 2s and Yosenju Kama 3s. These are completely standard in this deck. One's really great because it no matter, as long as you got another Yosenju on the field, and no matter how many Kama 1s you got on, you can bounce a card for every Kama 1 that's on the field. So it's really great. It's a compulsory effect sometimes. Kama 2 is his secondary effect isn't that great at first glance, but whenever you think about the searches you can get using Kama 2 and Kama 3 in tandem with each other, makes the deck extraordinarily consistent, and it's really deadly. And Kama 2 can obviously shine. He shines a lot more in the late game when you can poke your opponent down and then just cowboy, or if you run Heartland Draco, you can Heartland Draco them, and it's just really nice actually. I run 2 Sejik. I thought about cutting this down to 1, but I think 2 is okay. Good number. He basically raises your monsters or your Yosenju's attacks up to by 1,000, and sometimes you can even use him for that extra normal summon if you need to push a little extra for game. And you can also use his effect when he's on the field, which is also very good. You can also use him in tandem with Yosenju Kama 2 to push for a little extra damage. And I run the 2 Shinshu L's. These are just for protection. I mean, if you get them on the field face up somehow and they manage to live, that's cool too, I guess. But you really just use them for the protection he gets whenever it's in the pendulum zone. I'm not running the pendulum version, so I don't run the other side. I'm strictly just running this because, you know, it's protection. And also, you can also summon him using your Yosenju's first effects that they all have, where they can normal summon another Yosenju other than itself. Now we're going on to spells. We got the 3 tanky, completely standard. You don't run this deck without 3 of these. The deck needs the consistency. You run 3 potted dualities. Like I said, more consistency. Raigeki breaks Jinlock, wipes fields, lets you direct attack. I mean, in tandem with D-Fisher, you can banish a whole monster card, you know, their whole field, which is fantastic with Raigeki. Book of Moon is a really great trap out to Jinlock. Flips down them stupid Burning Abyss cards. Defensive, offensive, I mean, you name it, this card does it all. It's a great utility card. Oh, not just one. All 3 MSTs. I know the floodgates have been hit down, but I still feel it necessary to run 3 MSTs the way people are running double Mirror Force and all that other stuff. Run triple Mind Crush. This is to help a little bit against, well, this helps against everything really. There's barely any decks that actually this helps. And even if it does help, you can hit other cards. Like, you know, if you somehow magically you play a Dark World card or deck and you don't want to make them discard, or even Burning Abyss, I mean, you can still hit their Fire Lake, you can still hit their Gates of the Dark World. I mean, you just got to read what they got in their hand and kind of preemptively hit it, because you don't want to hit like a Dark World monster, or, you know, send a Burning Abyss and get that one tour guide that they have in their deck, you know what I mean? Also, I run double Yosenju Secret Move. This one I am just testing out. I'm humoring a couple people. Otherwise, if I liked it a lot, it'd go to 3. If I don't like it, it'd be taken out completely. But you know, it's Infernity Barrier, I guess, for the deck. But its restrictions are so, like, it requires you to control Yosenju monster, and all your Yosenjus bounce back to hand. So basically, you have to set it and wait till your turn and summon a monster to even use it, or it's really nice. The only time it's really nice is in tandem with Yosenju L, the pendulum monster, because then I believe you can use it on your opponent's turn too. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, I guess. But I know whenever you got him up there, this card is live, so you can stop those stupid Mirror Forces when you go to push. You can stop a Dark Hole or something like that, Torrential. or really important monster effects you need to negate, you just don't want to let through, and then, you know, gets rid of the monster at the same time. It's a counter trap, so they can't chain anything to it, which is really great if it does work. But the restrictions to me just makes it unrunnable, but I'm still trying it out, why not? Double Phoenix Chain, because negation's awesome, and stopping attacks is really good since, you know, my field's open half the time. Double Mirror Force to clear fields. You can get rid of Gin Locks. I mean, not Gin Locks, I guess he wouldn't attack with that makes sense. But, I mean, Board Wiper, I mean, lots of field removal. Since my field's going to be empty, they're going to try to swing for game, usually, and then I just flip over Mirror Force. One Terrain Shield Tribute. One Vanities, you only get to run one. This deck can abuse it really well, because it doesn't ever use the texture deck in the first place, so it really never special summons. Macro Cosmos, the better of the D-Fisher, you know. This is really great. This wins so many different games just by itself. Solemn Warning, because Solemn Warning, Bottomless Trap Hole, and I'm trying out Ring of Destruction since it came back. With the poking from Comma 2, maybe even a Cowboy or something, you know, you burn your opponent down with little tiny pokes. And sometimes this can even push it down further and just let you seal the deal with the Cowboy instantly. So I'm just trying it out, but so far it seems really good. Now we're going to go on to the extra deck. Now, like I said, this deck hardly uses its extra deck, but it is there for when you need it. And of course we're going to run the One Lightning Chidori. This card is amazing. I don't feel like you need any more than one. Like I said, you hardly ever use the extra deck. And I mean, I can see this going up to 2 because this card is that amazing, but I'm running 1 for space issues. 1 Tiger King, because sometimes you need to search a Tenki. I've even had times where you had all 3 Tenkies in the field because your opponent won't MST them after they're used up, obviously, and this dies and it floats, so... Actually, you know what? Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. But you got your Gaga Cowboy. I run double of these because this deck makes rank 4 so easy, and like I said, the Comma 2 pushes bring their life points down to where it's manageable, especially by Cowboy. Cowboy burn in this deck is extraordinarily real. And the double Cowboy happens quite often. One Exciting Night, because it's one of the best rank 4 exceeds, other than, you know, against certain matchups like Shadal's or something like that. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, this also helps push for game whenever you get your life points pretty low. Also becomes a huge ass beat stick. I mean, why not? It gets over a lot of things. One Ragna Zero, because a lot of people are running Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, and then it's good in the mirror match. Not so good in the clipboards anymore, but I mean, it's still probably put in some work. I mean, I don't see why not. Diamond Dyer, because, you know, everything you run's Beast Warrior, so you don't have to just pop Diamond Dyer. You can probably get 2 pops off of him, and, you know, you can save your life. One Castel, because right now I think he is the best rank 4. Abyss Dweller, any graveyard reliant deck, mostly Necros, and if you do end up playing them, Mermails. I don't know if you guys play those at all, but I do. One Carnagorgon, because this card is extremely good. Sometimes game 1, where you can protect your the 1 vanities you got, or games 2 and 3, whenever you side in all your floodgates for whatever matchup you're playing, and then it becomes extraordinarily good because then you can just protect everything. Heartland Draco, because 2,000 damage wins games, just like Cowboys, 800 burn wins games. Rhapsody Berserk, this can banish any graveyard reliant deck stuff. Mainly, it really hurts Necros whenever you get it off. This is a tech that I don't see any YouTuber actually running. I'm running 1 Delderos. As you can see, maybe it only takes 3 level 4 monsters, not light or Satellar, you know, whatever. What I'm running this for is not for the pop effect that you get with him, but because he is a bridge. He is a bridge into Satellar Constellar Diamond. This card is the nuts against any dark deck. Oh my god. It is totally worth it to run that 1 Delderos just to bridge into this. This will win you games just by itself. Card is nutty as hell. But that is the end of my our Yosenju deck, I hopefully will be bringing you more videos, but until then, Original Gamer out.